Insider. Music, dramas, movies, musicals, YouTubers, and more. Anyone who's anyone in the field. The Insider of the Bunch joins us every Wednesday to share insight in their world on Insider. Today, I have the very beautiful and tall Angelina Danilova. Is that how I pronounce your last name?
Yeah, it's Danilova or Danilova, which is like how I pronounce it in Russision.
Okay, wow. See,
We
that's
can say
just
whatever.
sexy. All right. She's here in the studio, and thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. And yeah, I hope we can have some fun and talk about stuff.
So I was stalking you on social media earlier. You and I have 42 mutual friends.
I know, that's crazy.
So I know a lot of you because I get a chance to see you like hanging out in coffee shops with like Esna, and I know you know Amy.
Yes.
And I know that group too. So I think you and I meeting outside of the studio, if COVID-19 didn't hit, probably would have been inevitable.
That's true. I'm really surprised we haven't met yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's weird.
Because like it's kind of hard not to meet you outside of the studio with that many friends in common.
Exactly, because it's such a small city, so it's like everyone knows each other. And
yeah, especially the English-speaking community.
Yeah.
I think it also kind of is a little bit. All right, so you're here, and there's a lot of different reasons why we've had you in the studio. So like you've heard in our opening, like music, dramas, movies, musicals, influencers, anybody who's anybody, the insider of the bunch, I have to have them in the studio. You're one of those people. In Korean entertainment standards, you're on a lot of variety shows at the moment. Mm-hmm. You have like a bazillion followers on Instagram. Like you've got, so, I'm kind of curious, just like title itself. I did introduce as like a model / entertainer. Mm-hmm. What do you like to be considered? Like, what is your job title that you feel like the most comfortable with?
I do all those things, such as modeling, like TV shows, acting, music, but I don't like to put a tag on myself.
Okay.
Instead of, I try to stay open to art and any other opportunities.
So it's more of like an artiste.
I like to be, I like the word artist, because, it's like, in the end of the day, all of us are artists because we're creating our lives every day. So why not to be called, an artist? Kind of gives you more freedom and space to be whatever and whoever you want and express yourself in any way possible. So.
Exactly. Now, I know that your English is amazing at the moment, but I heard through the grapevine that you apparently speak like 5 languages.
I do, yeah.
So since, it's like a show and like, there's going to probably be a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds because I have tons of our listeners who speak many different languages. So what are the 5 languages that you can speak, and maybe you can say hi and introduce yourself in those languages? So we've already done English.
Yes.
Okay, so what else?
Russian, of course.
Of course.
My mother tongue. And I speak Korean.
Okay.
Italian. Serbian. I speak a little bit of Spanish. French, which I'm learning right now.
Okay, there's more than 5.
And a little bit of Japanese, but it's
8!
It's like still all in the process because, once you study, for example, Italian, like the grammar is very much similar with Spanish and French, so I can understand. And that way, so these days I've been watching this drama called Elite on Netflix, and it's all in Spanish. So I'm like very into Spanish music, into like Spanish language these days. That I'm like, I want to learn it. So
we have a lot of Latin listeners, and everybody earlier was saying speak Spanish too. So maybe introduce yourself in Spanish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Angelina. Molto piacere, and then I'm switching to Italian.
It's in Italian.
Buongiorno, mi chiamo Angelina. Sono russa di San Pietroburgo. Molto piacere.
Oh, that sounds so romantic.
I know, isn't it like so like nice and sexy?
Also, let's do some, your mother tongue too, because I know a lot of our listeners are really excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Всем привет, меня зовут Ангелина. Я из России, живу в Корее уже 4 года. Очень рада здесь быть. Всем привет.
Oh, whenever somebody speaks another language, doesn't it sound so darn sexy? Okay, now I feel that I've talked with a lot of people in the business. So like, especially more like influencers or like models especially. Our jobs are to go out and be around and meet very big bodies of individuals.
Yeah.
But 2020 has been 2020.
Yes.
And from what I've been talking to, just like the people in the business, their lives have been changed like drastically. Like there's certain people that are maybe seeing a rise in business where there's others that are seeing like no business at all. So I know you've been doing a lot of different types of shows as an artist. You're doing a lot of different things. How has COVID affected you just in the business?
In the business, I mean, of course, a lot of gigs and shows got canceled, and I've been actually planning to hold my first fan meeting in Korea because I've done one last year, and I think it was like a first big deal that many people came to a person who's not a Korean person making his first fan meeting in Korea. So it was really exciting, and we were actually preparing for the second one, and I had so much planned, like to sing, perform, even like dancing, and all that more, but it got canceled, and I know that a lot of people had to cancel concerts, and it has been tough, but we're with the mutual input, how we can help the situation.
Okay, so you're sticking through.
Distance. I'm sticking through. I'm staying positive and staying home, and I'm actually like a very like a 집순이. I love staying home. So for me, it wasn't that bad. Like I watch a lot of Netflix. Like I cook, read books, I paint.
Yeah, as I was talking to you, I noticed that you're an amazing painter.
Wow, thank you.
And you play the ukulele.
I do.
It's easier, I think, to find something you can't do than to list the amount of things that you're capable of doing.
That's actually quite true.
So even though you're kind of at home, you love to keep yourself busy, apparently.
I do.
So other than painting and the ukulele and cooking, are there any other hobbies that you love to keep yourself busy?
Of course.
What are
There's
they?
always. Well, as you said, I always like to keep myself busy. And as I remember myself from the young age, I've always been doing something.
Okay.
It's like, those small steps that are invisible for everyone else, but you're kind of slowly but steady going to the goal or something you have in your mind. Well, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and it's not more for earning money with that. It's just as a hobby. I love filming and editing videos as much as I love photography.
Okay.
I know, it's a lot.
I feel that it's the one reason why I'm not doing YouTube. It's just I don't want to sit there and edit my face. And listen to my voice.
Yeah, but then you can hire people.
I can hire people to do that. But
to do that.
Then I'm gonna have to tell them my vision in the video, and I don't.
You can be the producer, though.
Yeah, but
oh no, not.
But anyways, so yeah, you love that.
I do. Yeah, and it's because I love also working as a model, working in a team with a photographer, the light and the PD and everyone, but I just found myself really enjoying being on the other side of a camera, actually creating something and through with my vision. So I was if I wouldn't be doing this job, I probably would be a photography director.
Well, I mean,
filming.
This could probably be something you do later down the line. Okay.
That's why I never put a category or a title, because you never know what to expect.
Okay, now you've been kind of promoting in Korea for a while, but as I was doing some digging, I found out that how you kind of started getting popular was thanks to a picture?
It was, yeah.
Okay, so explain to the listeners what happened and how you started getting popular in Korea.
Yeah, so it happened about 4 years ago.
Okay.
I was just a student studying interior design and arts in St. Petersburg, Russia. And I remember just at that moment, I began to be very interested in Korean culture, Korean music, like K-pop, hip-hop, R&B, Korean fashion, food. And I was like, wow, I really want to go travel to Korea someday. But I would never imagine it happening so fast because I just... First, I remember I was with my dad in Berlin, and we saw this Asian market, and I bought kimchi and doenjang paste because I really wanted to try it, and we didn't have it in Russia, in my hometown. So I bought it and I brought it to Russia, and I tried to cook doenjang-jjigae, the soybean paste soup, following the recipe myself because I really wanted to try it, but it turned out being very salty because I didn't know the portion, and I just put too many
spoonfuls of
But funny that my brother, he actually ate the whole thing, and it was it's amazing, I love it. I'm like, whoa, okay. So after that, I was like, okay, so what's the authentic Korean food? And I Googled, I searched to look for a place in my hometown, and I went to that restaurant. I ordered it and then I tried it and it was really good.
Better than the one you made.
Totally different with like all the panchan side dishes. And I'm like, oh, this is so amazing. And I took a picture. And then later on, because I put some hashtags such as like 맛집 or like something, you know, I just translated it in Korean. And I guess someone found my Instagram and that guy decided to write a Naver like blog post column about me, how this, you know, Russian beautiful whatever girl loves Korea, and you know, another guy, he reposted it and then he kind of slightly changed the title. He said she loves Korea and she wants to marry a Korean guy.
So they added a little bit more to the story.
A little spice to the story. And I'm like, well, okay. I mean, I've never said it personally, but you probably can do, because, well, that did like an, you know, difference, because a lot of Korean guys, they came, they went to my channel, my Instagram, and they like comment, hello, I'm Korean. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's get married.
I'm like, okay, wait, hold up. I'm still in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, but then with that, I got some offers and castings for TV shows and like invitations to come to Korea for summer. And I was like, wow, is this real? Is this
happening?
Is this like really happening? Because yeah, it was surreal. So I agreed to the invitation. I came to Korea for the first time.
Now, I mean, obviously that's not easy because you're going to school at the moment. I mean, you were interested in Korea, but and I feel that if you were younger, it might have been an easier move, because I did the same thing when I was younger. I think like it's more of like your parents' decision to let you go or not. But if you're already kind of an adult, you're kind of, you know, a teen adult, like hashtag adulting is starting to happen in your life. Like, it's really hard to just drop everything and move to another city, but to move to a completely other country. Exactly. So, I mean, what was that like? Was like your parents okay with it? Did you fight with them? Was it like drama? What happened?
Okay, so as you said, it is quite bizarre and a crazy idea to move to the country where, you know, so far away and you don't know the language. And it was actually first time in my life traveling by myself that far, and like in a just literally by myself. And what happened is, so my dad and my mom, I think they knew that, you know, I was really interested in Korean culture, and since I was young, I was very like a mature kid, you know. I always knew what I wanted, and my parents, they really trusted me, you know, with that, and they really respected my decision. So like, if you really want this, so yeah, we will support you. But of course, everyone, like my friends, my family, they all had like those, you know, worries about what if like she would get kidnapped, or like, because we don't know the country, we don't know the language, we can't really control anything. So it was a very, you know, kind of, you gotta risk it to like, you know, and I did. And well, first I didn't plan actually moving to Korea. It was just for the summer, like this project. But then I just came to Korea and I fell in love, and I thought it was a great opportunity. So I just followed the, you know, destiny sort of.
4 years later, you're still here.
I'm still here. And it's crazy how time flies. I just like look back and I'm like, whoa.
It's 4 years ago.
Whoa.
What happened?
Whoa. Sorry.
What happened?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, everything has kind of come into place, and I know that with the artistic side that you have, I mean, it's great that you're able to show it. In Korea, we love titling people. So we've got a lot of nicknames for people, and obviously, like, with the post that you saw, the original blog post, and then another repost, like, things get put out of proportion pretty fast. Yep. So like we've got these, like, you know, when it comes to especially models too, like Fairy, Yudong, or like Yoshi, Goddess, or
this is so funny.
And like these titles start to pop up. And I mean, obviously compliments are never bad.
Of course.
So is there like a particular nickname that people have come up with, or like written, you know, titles in articles about, or they've like hashtagged it on your posts? Was there anyone that kind of stood out?
I mean, there was always this one. I mean, it's super funny, yeah. But I remember having like Russia Yoshin, or like Russia Elf. I'm like elf. I'm like, you know how in our
mostly in European elves don't look that pretty.
Like Santa helpers, little Santa helpers. But also there's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And if you were like, oh, that elf, I'm like, wow, thank you. I mean, yes, Galadriel. But Yeah, I think one of the funniest ones I've seen that far, it was a photo wall, like shooting. Like it was just like as a promo. And I think one newspaper 기자님, he wrote 병 같은 몸, like Coca-Cola, you know, like.
Oh, but okay, so yes, 병 as in bottle, but.
Right, as a bottle, like a shape of a body is like a bottle, like those curves. I'm like, that was funny. But the one I really like the most is like 자유로운 영혼, like the free soul, the free spirit, which is really, I feel like suits me because as I said before, I don't like to be put in the like a box or a frame, and I feel like as everyone else, you know. But something with that I think resonates with my personal character because a lot of people know me through TV shows and 방송 as I'm like very, you know, like reserved, like, but in real life I'm very like, hey, like, I don't know, like 개구쟁이 막 흥이 많은.
Yeah. So you're extremely different.
I'm very like kind of tomboyish too in a way. Yeah.
Okay, so it's very different than what most people can probably see on Korean television. Yeah. So Vam, since she's very different, obviously, from from what we see in a lot of the broadcasts she's been on, if there's any fun questions that you have, I think there's a few already asking about like alcohol and stuff like that. So we're going to be answering those in just a few moments. So guys, if you have any more questions and messages for her, please continue to send those in. It is Insider Day. We've got Angelina in the studio. And we're going to take a listen to a quick song break and then come back with more of our Insider in the studio. We have 구구단 오구오구 and their track with Ice Chew and more of our Insiders coming up next. K-Poppin Family on Arirang Radio. Listeners, it is a Wednesday. It's hour 2 of K-Pop, and I'm your host, Isak. Today we have the very beautiful Angelina in the studio. She likes to be considered an artiste, so I'm going to just call her an artist for today. Because, I feel that with every talent that you have, I feel that is like the best way to describe you for today. Now, we've been getting a lot of questions from our listeners, too. Us. I think this is kind of like asking a Korean if you like soju. Besby is asking Angelina, do you like vodka?
Actually, fun fact, I don't. I hate vodka, seriously.
Okay, do you drink though?
Like, I do.
Okay, because I think there's like this stereotype, like all Russians can like pack in like as much alcohol as possible. Is this true?
Yeah.
Okay, so the tolerance level is pretty high up.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good drinker, even among my Russian friends. I thought it was due to my like tall height. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm tall, maybe that's why. But I don't know. But I can drink like 3 bottles of soju, I think, with like a good 분위기, with a good vibe,
with a little buzz, and you're
like
okay.
Playing games and all that. That's fine.
So, Besby is saying, well, since you don't like vodka, though, because the following question was, is there a good Korean food that kind of follows vodka? But since we don't like vodka, I think we just can kind of go for, like, maybe your favorite Korean food, which is probably going to be the hardest question I ask you today.
Yeah.
To choose.
It's actually pretty hard, but I have my answer.
Okay.
Well, I've been loving for 4 years now. My favorite food was soy sauce braised chicken called chimdak. I love chimdak. It's like sweet, a little bit spicy, and you have all the different flavors and vegetables. But
and
like,
noodles.
And the noodles. And it's like 쫄깃쫄깃. On 식감, the texture is very chewy, and it's really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite food?
See, that's why I said it's the hardest question to ask because I can never say this. I can never. It's like, what am I craving these days?
With the
I can't.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, what are you gonna have with it? What kind of alcohol are you gonna be drinking?
True.
So there was a question from Robert. He actually asked it in Russian. And I was asking you who your favorite Russian artist was because one of our listeners is actually very interested in Russian culture. So any Russian favorite singers or celebrities?
Oh, that's a good question because for the past like 4 years or even more, I've always been into like different type of music. But we do have nice, good young artists in Russia, such as I can recommend the girl. Her name is Monetочка. She's really good with the lyrics and the voice. She sings in a very like cute peach tone, but her lyrics are very deep and dark, which is kind of like I think like a charm of Russia maybe, because you know how Koreans see a lot of like maybe you know like a pretty girl or whatever mosid like a vibe, but then in the reality it's like
very deep and dark.
So yeah. But these days I've been there's another Russian artist that I've been listening to.
I love how she just has such a short memory. She has to dig through her phone,
Of course.
to figure out what she's been doing. Because I do the same thing. If you ask me what's the song I listen to, I'm just like, hold on.
Wait,
What was the last song
I listen to so much music that well, there's a group, a band called Boombox, and Mihei Jumanji, which is kind of like a past generation, but it's still like a very nice reggae kind of vibe. In Russian, I think it sounds beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Robert, I hope that answered your question. Now, moving the same question into K-pop, though. So, Leona's asking, who is your favorite K-pop star?
K-pop star?
So you can talk about your biases and, your bias records and, like, all of those.
Okay, well, are we considering hip-hop R&B scene
Sure.
too?
Of course.
Oh, okay, well, I love Zion T.
Okay.
I like Dean.
Okay.
I like Crush, Deep Hair Live. Oh, yeah, so many artists that I like. I like The Rose. I mean, the Kim Woo-sung, Sammy, his amazing voice. Like, seriously. I mean, I love BTS, GOT7. There's so many artists. It's like, because I kind of know most of those people, so I can like also support them as a friend, but still also love their music. Yeah, well, those
Okay, a lot
are
of
my
those.
top favorite ones.
Now,
oh my god, sorry, I have to mention this band.
of course.
Hyogo Band.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, it's indie rock band because you said K-pop, so I was like totally forgot about indie rock, but Hyogo Band.
Of course.
최고.
Of course. I love how they also like to do many different languages on their albums as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you did release the music.
I did.
In your career.
Like-
So another part, you do sing.
Yes.
And I hear through the grapevine, and I'm deliberately asking you to give us spoilers. So I hear that there's a new album in the works. I
Yes.
need spoilers. So
I think I am allowed to give you a little inside.
manager, leave.
Yeah, just everyone just.
Shh, go away.
He doesn't speak English, so it's fine.
Go away.
Well, what I can say about the new album and the new single songs I'm working on, it's gonna be a very, I think, kind of like a very nice, light. The song you can dance to, and immediately you hear it, it's like summer.
Yes.
Summer vacation, like I want to dance, and it's like something you listen to and you immediately feel good.
Okay, so like an immediate feel-good summer hit that you're always going to have on your playlist.
Totally.
Now,
so.
with that in mind, collaborations are kind of like key these days. Like you love a lot of K-hip hop and R&B artists. Like them releasing just like a solo track is very rare these days. Like it's always going to be a collaboration, either with like a production team or like a rapper or a same vocalist or a different genre vocalist. So we're dreaming big here.
Yes.
It can be domestically, it can be from your home country, or we can go Beyonce level.
Okay.
Who would you like to work with, like musically? So,
Wow.
like singer to singer.
Okay. Well, if we're speaking worldwide, kind of scene, I really like Jeremy Zucker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I actually kind of know him personally, and we follow each other on Instagram, and he's been one of my favorite artists recently. And then Tom Misch.
Okay.
I like Love. And I mean, there's like Lulu Zwai. She's a pretty cool, like kind of underground R&B, like on the rising singer, and she's really great. But if we're speaking domestically, it's actually, the list is so big because it's my biggest dream to work and collaborate with a lot of Korean artists and singers, such as I mentioned before, Zion T, or Crush, or a lot of actually hip-hop artists, like rappers, that I would love to collaborate with, because I feel like it would be a really nice combination of like my voice and like the rap repertoire. It would be like perfect. So yeah, I of course Hyogo Band.
Of course,
you
okay.
cannot mention Hyogo Band.
And I love how she, like, her just face changes whenever she mentions Hyogo. Other to everybody else, it's just like, yeah, Hyogo. But yeah, Hyogo's Hyogo.
I'm just a huge fan. I can't hide it. I can't lie. My face, you can see it all.
Hyogo is Hyogo.
Yes.
Okay. It looks like we have another. Our producer's asking, out of Hyogo or Wohyuk, what's your favorite song?
Oh, my favorite song. Oh, it's so hard to pick one. Well, I did a cover on Comes and Goes, Warigari.
Warigari?
Warigari and Wing Wing.
Or Wing Wing?
Wing, 하루살이도. It's a really nice song with a great beat. But Love Ya from one of the
recent albums.
The one before, and
the list goes on and on.
No. Okay, wait. I'll just stop here because the list can
goes
go on
and on and on
like
today.
Panda Bear is good. Okay. Good. 여기까지.
Honestly, Koreans that have lived in Korea, honestly, singing in Korean, I think, is like a whole new language. Because like speaking Korean is one thing and then singing in Korean is another because of the way that the consonants come together and how we have like 받침 and everything. It's very hard to honestly sing with, but your pronunciation is pretty on point. So was there any like separate practice that you did, or did it just come natural?
We kind of did it on the side. Like we went to the studio, started recording, because I first wrote the lyrics in English, and then I had several meetings with the translator, and she wrote them in Korean, and we were, and then I saw them, and I went through them a few times, like sang it by myself, and then we went to the studio and started recording, and my director, he was always there, and whenever I had like a little, especially with the word sarang, because it's like sarang, it has to be, you can say like sarang, you know, it has to be very soft, like sarang or 사람들. So he did help me a lot with that, but I mostly just kind of, I feel like I have a good memory for sounds. That's how I kind of learned to, you know, like a 사투리 or accents and 발음.
And also your different languages as well. I think you're just very keen on a lot of the like small subtle changes in languages.
So. But it's been a great task, like, you know, because talking Korean is one thing, but then singing, as you said, it's a totally different one.
Now, honestly, I saw you on a show and you did a English placement test.
I did.
Now there's a lot of videos that go up whenever the scholastical test, the sunung, comes out each year. The English part always is given to like foreigners like myself and like you, and they tell us to take the English test. I'm probably gonna fail it because I looked at a newspaper the other day and I was looking at it and I was just like, this is not English.
It was really hard.
But you got a really high score. So do you have like a tip? Because I think this is for everybody. Do you have a tip on like how you studied, or like do you have a great memory? Like how do you pick? Because most English scholastic tests, like the multiple choice, they all sound right. You know what I mean?
I know. Exactly.
I feel like it's very different than Korean or any other language because everything does not sound right in Korean. But in English, it's like, it could be all four.
Totally, right? And that's why in that case, you gotta go with your gut feeling. So it's like, okay, so
I have a bad gut then.
Well, it's like, because I basically learned my English from, of course, like, you know, having friends who speak English or American, but by watching dramas, like TV series, TV shows, like Friends, like The Office, How I Met Your Mother, a lot of things on Netflix, YouTubers. So it's kind of like, okay, so when I see, you know, a question with multiple choices of answer, and I'm like, how would Rachel from the Friends, you know, would say it? And then I'm like, okay, that sounds the most like natural. Yeah. So then I pick it.
I guess it's important of what dramas you watch too.
Probably. Yeah, it's one of the like advices I can give.
Okay.
You know?
Before we go into a quick song break, one of our loyal listeners from our V-Live at the moment is dropping by and actually constantly asking, have you ever been to the Philippines?
No, I haven't, but I wanted to go.
Okay.
I heard it's really beautiful.
Okay, so it's on your bucket list to check out
totally.
the Philippines.
Yes.
We have another quick song break, so fam, continue to send in those questions because we're really excited to hear from you. She's been talking about Hyogo all the second hour today, this entire interview. So our producer has put this next track. You did a cover of this
I
too.
did.
So if you haven't checked this out, go to her YouTube channel. She's done a cover of it as well. But we've got Hyogo's track, which is Warigari, Come and Goes. And we'll see you guys back after this with more of the segment. K-Poppin fam and all Arirang Radio listeners, today's an extremely fun insider because we have the beautiful and talented Angelina in the studio.
Hey.
And she likes to be addressed as an artist, and so that's what I'm going to go with today. So Melinda was asking from our V-Live, what do you recommend to listen to from your own song? So we officially have
Yeah.
one
We
song?
have one song.
Okay.
But it's I released 2 songs. One is in English and another one is in Korean.
So even though it's one song with the same melody,
Yes.
because there's 2 different versions, it's 2 songs.
Yes, only the lyrics are slightly different.
So what's the title?
Is As You Are.
As You Are?
나는
And,
그대로.
okay, and these are on all listening platforms
Yes.
as well. And you have a SoundCloud.
Yes.
Okay, so she has a SoundCloud too. So
I post my covers and other like songs. and I share things I like and music. And
Okay.
playlists.
Oh yeah, on there as well. Okay, that's great. Besby is asking, as a model and for work, how many countries have you been just for modeling?
Oh, interesting. I never actually. It's funny people think I'm a model, first starting with that. It's kind of sort of, okay, you're tall, like you're a model, and you're Russian. Okay, but I wasn't a model even before coming to Korea. I mean, I was working, I always loved photography and working in a project, but I would do that. It was never my main thing. So I was just, a student studying in university, and as a like a freelancer, I would do like maybe 2 shootings just in a year.
So we're not talking about like runway model type of a thing. You would do like snapshots, or like you would, be
Or whenever I would get a call, as a hobby, I would say.
Okay.
But I've always wanted to be one. But I know it's kind of like, well, I have a lot of
ambitions,
probably, and interests that I want to follow, but that's when you got to decide which is your priority, what you want to choose and actually focus like as a main thing.
of course.
So but with working in Korea, I sort of been doing a lot of brand modeling, which is as if a product or something, and they call you and we shoot a commercial, and in that way, and then I realized how much I enjoy the process and how much I enjoy like being a model, working in a team with people, like a creative producer. It's so much fun. And then seeing the final product is also really interesting. But I don't know about, well, as a model, I didn't travel many countries, but I did travel prior coming to Korea, like with my dad, my family. We did travel a bit. And actually, I used to live in Montenegro for a year. But then I would go there every summer for like 9 years, because my mom, she really fell in love with the country. She moved there, and she wanted us to move. So I lived there for 1 year, and then it's kind of like I've always been exposed to very different and many different cultures and languages.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. So you might have not actually had to go to like, New York Fashion Week, or like, Italy, or like, France, or places like that during Fashion Week, but you've been visiting places with your family and stuff like that.
Yes.
And hopefully we can see you on the main stages maybe down the line.
Thank you. I hope so too.
So runway model wouldn't be something you would completely...
No, I would love to. I would love to try it. I think it's really fun and amazing.
So you've never just had the chance to do so?
I did once in Korea. Yeah.
And that's probably really exciting as well.
It was so much fun. I thought it would be so nervous, but on a backstage, I was just like feeling so hyped and like talking to everyone, like being very friendly, and it's just, the energy was really nice.
Now, you naturally have a lot of gifts, and I feel that a lot of people have the stereotype that artists are very like the troubled, struggling artist. Like, woe is me, and we're drama queens, men or women. And I feel that a lot of people, especially like with modeling and stuff like that, you probably get asked this question as well. But like, how do you stay healthy? Were you naturally already skinny, or do you like to live a very healthy lifestyle? Do you diet on a regular basis, or are you just kind of born with it?
I don't really consider myself skinny. Maybe that's the thing that keeps me motivating and going to the goal. But the thing is, like, I kind of had like a little trauma first moving to Korea, working with my first company, because I would always be compared to like Korean girls, which, our body structures are different, bone structures are different. And like I have quite, broad white hips, I could say, but I never had like problems with that. I always loved my body, loved how I was. But then I came to Korea, and I faced those things, and it kind of left a little scar, I can say. But I'm working on a way to accepting and loving my body as it is, but still yet staying healthy, working out. I've always loved working out.
Okay.
Like it's been just for me like boxing, yoga, Pilates, like I don't know, skateboarding, horse riding. Like I love all those things.
Okay.
And it's kind of like more of a way to lose weight, sort of more of a way to just release stress and enjoy myself.
So you've never really like kept I'm going to work out, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to be this skinny. It's more of like, I like to move, I like to do this, I like to...
I would love to say that, but although I did work out. I've been on diets, going for a goal, a score, and, well, I do love eating healthy in just a normal daily basis.
Okay.
It's like I love salads, I love vegetables, and it's just like avocado, like salmon. It's like just my favorite foods, and it's kind of like people can think I'm always on a diet, but there's just like, you can say diet as a lifestyle, kind of like what I just prefer, choose eating. I just love eating healthy and clean. And I don't eat meat, like red meat. Well, why?
When you say I can't eat red meat, I was just like, I was about to say after the show we should go.
Oh, we can go get some poke. Like
yeah, we can.
I love poke bowl.
I'll take you to a 횟집.
횟집, okay. 해산물. I like 해산물.
I'll take you to a 횟집, and then we can see how much alcohol can go in before we get too crazy. No. And like, watch, we turn on like a live stream and we go completely crazy.
Yeah, and then we sing Hyogo.
Exactly. We're going to start doing like Hyogo covers and like put the soju bottle as
Oh, actually, they do those like soju covers music on in each.
Yeah, those are there too. Fun. So we're gonna see one of those from you on your personal.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'll be there to like edit it or like shoot it for you. I won't be.
Although you hate it.
I won't be like in front of the camera. I'll be behind, getting you at a good angle.
I mean, okay. However,
I wouldn't mind shooting it. Okay. Definitely. Now, before we go, because I think in just a few moments I'm going to be kicked out of the studio. And like they're going to tell us like stop talking. Yeah. Because there's another program. But the main goal of having you here and being a part of our Insider is we also know that you're a singer and we just talked about the second album might be coming out soon and stuff like that. So excited. I'm going to give you like the last couple of seconds to PR yourself as much as possible to what's coming up for us. Like where can we see you? What Korean variety shows you're going to be continually coming out on? If you shot another commercial, not necessarily tell us the brand, but I mean just tell us that you did a commercial.
I actually did.
Okay,
just recently, last week.
So any things that we can catch you on, like tell us where your YouTube channel is, like the address, that kind of stuff. PR yourself. Let's do it.
Okay, everyone, if you're curious, you can follow me on my subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's
subscribe and like.
Yeah, subscribe, like, comment down below. It's actually just my name, Angelina Danilova, which is also my Instagram, where I share my daily life and where I try to share as much as who I am myself as possible, because sometimes through TV shows you don't really get a chance. So that's why I really love my social medias, because I am the one who's in charge of them, and I read every comment, I talk to people, and I connect with my followers.
So you really get a chance to connect through those two channels. Totally. Okay. Definitely.
That's why I would love to promote them. And more music is coming, so stay tuned. And I hope to see you soon again. And thank you so much for having me.
At this rate, I don't know. I think I might think of like a fun segment that you can come and be a part of like weekly for us. So we know that you have a track. Yes. And we've got your song as our last song for today.
No way.
So I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I can see you sooner than later.
No, thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you soon, too.
Yeah, all right. Bye. As we sign out of the studio for today, we're going to take a listen to Angelina's track, which is As You Are. Enjoy the track, and we will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Yay.